Coach Sheldon Harrison. There never been no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen. All right. LDWMMAC. This is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Okay, folks. Angela Overkill Hill. Finally, Angela Overkill Hill is starting to open her eyes. She's starting to see more and more. She G-checked Mike Perry. Now, I don't call him Platinum Mike Perry. And the new name for Mike Perry is Punk Ass Mike. PG-13 channel. Okay, Punk A Mike. Okay, that's his new name. Okay, and you're welcome to call him that all you want to. But she checked him because now she is tired of him using the N-word when directed at black people. Then she came out and she said basically it's not okay. And let's look at the Twitter post that these two went at. Mike Perry, what he did was he responded to Michael Jai White, and y'all know who Michael Jai White is, man. He's the famous actor. He's in all kind of mixed martial arts films, but one of his most popular films is Blood and Bones. Well, of course, Mike Perry comes out and says blood and bone, more like bitch ass N-word, and he said that to Michael Jai White. Now I'm gonna tell you, a white person saying that to a black person, you're asking to fight. That's what you're asking to do. Okay, you're asking for a fight. But it's no secret Mike Perry wants to fight Michael Jai White. And Michael Jai White, he has a background in martial arts. And Mike Perry wants to fight him. For whatever reason, the guy wants to fight an actor. Go figure, man. Go figure. And Mike Perry knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. And then, Mike goes, y'all have to make a big deal out of this. A white man said that to you because you straight up being one. Oh, okay. So y'all can't act like you don't hear me. It was BS. He was trying to slander a real gangster so people would think he more than an actor. He was trying to slander you? No, no, Punk A Mike Puss. He wasn't trying to slander you. He called you out because you using racial terms. See, when a white person, if they come at me using the N-word or call me a bitch ass N-word, when they call me that, if I'm called that, it's not coming from a place of humility. Okay, that word has nothing, no positive connotations come from that word. And I always get, non-black people, they'll come here and say, well, coach, it's just a word. Black people say it all the time. Now, I get that all the time. Now, here's my response to that, okay? When a non-black person say that, it's not coming from a place of humility. It's not coming from that. I don't use the word. So what I do is I tell people, okay, why would you want to use that word? If you know that word isn't positive and the connotations of that word is very negative, why would you want to use that word? How about this? Mike Perry say he 2% black, right? And he 98% whatever, white and whatever, right? Hey, answer this question. Why don't Mike Perry run around here calling himself the C word? Have y'all ever thought about that? Why don't he go around calling himself the C word? He mostly white, right? No, of course he's not going to do that. Because Mike Perry don't have no respect for black people. It's all an act. And people can say, Mike grew up in the hood and Mike did this. Okay, then call yourself the C word then. How about that? You know what I noticed? When black people bring up racism or they call it out, it's always non-black people that come up and say, you race bait and you this and that. But the minute a black person uses a racial slur with them, guess what they do? They call a black person racist. Hell, I've never used a racial slur on this channel. I've never used one. I merely just criticized somebody who wasn't black. And it don't even matter what color they are. They can be Hispanic, Asian, white. Don't worry. The first word that people think about, they say, oh, you racist. You don't like him because they're Asian. You don't like him because he's white. You don't like him because he's Mexican. I've gotten that on this channel only for a criticism that I think the person don't do something well in fighting, or I don't support this fighter because, or I don't typically just don't like this fighter. That's what I get. Even though I got fighters that I rock with from all different backgrounds, right? But no, they just forget that. And they hone in on the one person that I criticize. Isn't that something? Now, could you imagine if I came to this channel and if I start using a bunch of racial slurs? Oh, they wouldn't just say, now see, if I tell them, oh, it's just a word, they still say, oh, you racist. How y'all gonna explain this? But I tell you what, though, Mike Perry, he can think he a gangster all he want. This boy can think he a gangster. But I'm gonna tell you, man, Somebody gonna catch this dude. And the only reason why nobody ain't really came out and done nothing to him, because don't nobody really know him like that. Don't nobody know him like that. But I tell you, man, I tell you right now, if somebody ever, like if people, some real thug gangsters see this, and they're like, oh, this dude, we're calling black people N-words. And Mike Perry roll up into a hood, hey, what's up, N-word? Let him do that. I guarantee you, somebody gonna crack him upside the head, or somebody gonna catch him slipping. See, just because, this man, they think because he's a fighter, that he can just roll up and do what he want to do. He even said, well, I'll go say it wherever. You ain't gonna do nothing. Okay. I guarantee you won't say that to Jeff Neal. Oh, yeah. Didn't Jeff Neal knock you out? I bet you won't go say that to Kamaru Usman. I bet you won't roll up to him and say that. See, Mike Perry pick and choose. But he not fooling me, okay? Mike Perry not fooling me. This man got hate in his blood. And why is he going after an actor? Michael Jai White don't fight professionally. Yeah, he got martial arts experience. But the reason why is because he's a hater. Michael Jai White making millions and millions of dollars. And this dude, Mike Perry, ain't even touching M's. And you going in here getting your nose knocked off your face for less than, for peanuts. You going in here getting your nose knocked off the side of your face for peanuts. Man, you a hater. You are a hater. And that's what he do. He's sitting here hating. I guess Mike Perry want to be black so bad. He want to be black so bad, but he forgot to be who he was born to be. He forgot to be who he was already born to be. Mike Perry's an idiot. He's an idiot, and he's using that word out of context. And I don't care what you say. He's using that word in a racist tone, and I don't like it. Okay? And I consider him to be a racist. You can say what you want to say. You can come on here. You ain't changing my mind. You can tell me it's just a word. And then I say to you, why would you want to use that word? Why would you want to use that word? Because you want to use that word. That's why you want to use it, because you want to. And it's in your bloodline. It's in your bloodstream to use that word, because that's what you got in your body. You got hate. If anybody say it's just a word, coach, why you get so overreacted about it, okay? I already know where you coming from. I already know either you're a racist or you support the conduct. I just ignored. Okay. Yeah. Until somebody roll up on you. Till somebody roll up on you in your face, get in your face, and start saying, hey, you BAN. Oh, don't say, well, I don't have to engage. Okay, well then what if they engage you? Then what? Or it's just a word. See, a lot of y'all, the dudes that's running around here saying, me as a black man, I just don't let that word control me. Okay. But you ain't had a wake-up call yet. You ain't had a wake-up call. It is what it is, though. But I'm glad Angela Overkill Hill, I'm glad she's come out and she's pretty much just, checked this dude. Like, look, And she said, I met him a few times. He seemed cool, but I guess now she know. She knows. She's starting to wake up, man. She's starting to wake up a little bit. And, I'm going to tell you something, man. With Angela Hill, and I'm going to tell you, how I know she's starting to wake up. I'm going to tell you how I know she's starting to really catch on. They did an ESPN special on Angela Overkill Hill. And the special was titled, she was the first black woman to ever be signed to the UFC. And it was a monumental, history. It's history, And the ESPN and the UFC, they did a special about it. Well, first of all, the video got so many dislikes. So you already know what that means right there. You already know. Okay? Non-blacks don't like to hear about the successes of black people. They don't want to hear that. Why is this even important? Why is this even important? Or, I see comments like, how come they don't talk about the first Asian woman? How come they don't talk about the first Hispanic woman? And somebody even said, why don't they ever talk about the first white woman? Like, the first person to be signed to the UFC was white. Like, I don't understand why people are so dumb. I don't understand that. But, anything to throw off of the fact that Angela Hill, whether you like her or not, she's the first black woman to be signed to the UFC. I don't understand why this is getting so much coverage. And the video only got about, 9,000 views, so it's not like that's a lot of coverage. I don't know why people are talking about this. This isn't even a factor. All I care about is to fight. Yeah, right. But, when they can say Jean Mollet is the first, Chinese champion. Oh, yeah, people, man, great job. Way to go. Yeah, way to represent your country. People say that. Isn't it funny, man, how the narrative changes when the person is black? Isn't that funny? So she the first black woman in the UFC. Oh, okay. But see, you know what they'll tell you? Well, Jean Mollet, it's because she won a title. Okay. Let Angela Hill be the first black champion. I tell you, the comments will flow. Okay. You can't play no games with me. I already know what it is. But Angela Hill starting to wake up. And this is good. This is real good. And I'm glad she checked this punk. Well, his new name, Punk A Mike Puss. This is your boy Coach Sheldon Harris, and I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the Best Women's MMA platform on YouTube.